Well, ladies, we've reached day 5 of our series, Lessons from the Sequoia and Navigating a Winter Season in Our Lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this series. So we've looked at some amazing similarities between this majestic tree and how God operates in our lives. One final lesson that we're going to learn today, and that is this. The sequoia doesn't die of old age. They generally die from falling down. So a beautiful quote about the sequoia is that the sequoia is so resistant to pests and fire that their most common cause of death is simply falling down. For a tree so massive, how can this be? The answer is that the roots of the sequoia only go down between 6 to 20 feet into the ground, and a sufficient windstorm can topple them, particularly if there's a buildup of ice and snow on the branches. But sequoias don't typically grow alone. They grow in groves. And even though their roots may only be 20 feet deep for this incredibly large tree, those roots spread out to cover a wide area, intertwining with other sequoias. So combined together, their roots help them to withstand the winds. And I love this point about the sequoia, is that together they are better. And so our 6th lesson is that we are better together. What I want to encourage you during winter seasons in your life is that don't isolate yourself. Spend time with other believers. Ask people to pray for you. We are better together. Exodus 17 verse 12 says, "But Moses' hands grew weary, so they took a stone and put it under him. And he sat on it while Aaron and Hur held up his hands, one on one side and one on the other. So his hands were steady until the going down of the sun." Don't allow the devil to isolate you. Stay close to God and stay close to godly friends who will pray for you and encourage you. In closing today, I want to share with you the lyrics of a song. This was the motivation for this devotion on the lessons from the sequoia tree. And the song is called Seasons, and here are the lyrics. "Like the frost on a rose, winter comes for us all. Oh, how nature acquaints us with the nature of patience. Like a seed in the snow, I've been buried to grow. For your promise is loyal, from seed to sequoia. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me like a seed, I believe that my season will come. Lord, I think of your love like the low winter sun, and as I gaze, I am blinded in the light of your brightness. Like a fire to the snow, I'm renewed in your warmth. Melt the ice of this wild soul till the barren is beautiful. I can see the promise. I can see the future. You're the God of seasons. I'm just in the winter. If all I know of harvest is that it's worth my patience, then if you're not done working, God, I'm not done waiting. You can see my promise, even in the winter, because you're the God of greatness, even in a manger. For all I know of seasons is that you take your time. You could have saved us in a second. Instead, you sent a child. And when I finally see my tree, still I believe there's a season to come. Like a seed you were sown for the sake of us all, from Bethlehem's soil grew Calvary's sequoia." Thank you for joining me today, ladies. I trust that this series has encouraged you as it has me. And I just pray that as you navigate winter seasons in your life, you will remember about the lessons from the sequoia tree and God's incredible kindness towards us, His incredible love, and the way that He protects us. Thank you, ladies, and be blessed.